Imagine if Earth's atmosphere was like Venus. How would life, as we know it, change? This question may seem like a flight of fantasy, but it's a fascinating thought experiment that can give us a greater appreciation of our own planet's unique atmosphere. Let's start by painting a picture of Venus's atmosphere. It's a thick, swirling soup of gases, primarily carbon dioxide with a dash of nitrogen. This dense atmosphere creates a pressure at the planet's surface that is more than 90 times that of Earth, equivalent to being a kilometer under the ocean. But it's not just the pressure that's intense. Venus's atmosphere is also incredibly hot. With surface temperatures reaching up to 867 degrees Fahrenheit, Venus is the hottest planet in our solar system, even though it's not the closest to the sun. This is due to an extreme greenhouse effect, where the atmosphere traps the sun's heat, causing temperatures to soar. Now let's add a twist to this already hostile environment. Venus's atmosphere is laced with a yellowish cloud layer made of sulfuric acid. Yes, you heard that right, sulfuric acid, the kind that can cause severe burns. On Venus, the sulfuric acid in the atmosphere condenses to form clouds, and when it rains, it literally rains acid. But before you start picturing acid rain showers, know that these acid droplets evaporate long before they reach the surface due to the intense heat. So we've got a thick, hot, and poisonous atmosphere with a pressure that would crush a human, temperatures that could melt lead, and rain that's made of sulfuric acid. It's a far cry from the life-supporting conditions we enjoy here on Earth, isn't it? So, if Earth's atmosphere was like Venus, the implications would be profound and terrifying. But don't worry, we're not there yet. Stay tuned as we continue to explore this otherworldly scenario in the next scenes. Now picture Earth with Venus's atmosphere. What would happen to life on our planet? If Earth's atmosphere were to resemble that of Venus, life as we know it would be utterly transformed. The high temperatures and pressure that characterize Venus's atmosphere would make Earth's current ecosystems unsustainable. Venus's surface temperature averages around 865 degrees Fahrenheit, hotter than the surface of Mercury, despite being further from the sun. This is due to a runaway greenhouse effect, where the atmosphere traps heat instead of allowing it to escape into space. If Earth were subjected to such temperatures, it would be nothing short of catastrophic. Imagine the oceans, those vast bodies of water that make up more than 70% of Earth's surface. At such escalated temperatures, they would boil away, transforming into dense, superheated steam. This would not only eradicate marine life but also disrupt the global climate system, leading to more extreme and unpredictable weather patterns. The land wouldn't fare any better. The intense heat and pressure would render it barren. Our lush forests, fertile fields, and diverse ecosystems would be reduced to desolate wastes. Without plants to absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen, the air would become unbreathable. And let's not forget the acid rain. Venus's clouds are primarily composed of sulfuric acid. Rainfall on Earth, under these conditions, would become a corrosive downpour, capable of causing serious harm to any remaining life forms and structures. The atmosphere would be dominated by carbon dioxide, about 96%. Oxygen, which is vital for our survival, makes up only a minuscule amount of Venus's atmosphere. Breathing wouldn't be just difficult, it would be impossible. But here's the kicker. Venus's atmospheric pressure is about 92 times greater than Earth's. That's equivalent to being about 3,000 feet underwater on Earth. Under such crushing pressure, even the most hardy of life forms would struggle to survive. In short, Earth would become a hostile, lifeless world. Let's delve deeper into how a Venus-like atmosphere would affect Earth's climate. Imagine our Earth wrapped in a thick blanket of carbon dioxide, the primary component of Venus's atmosphere. This blanket traps heat from the sun, causing a severe greenhouse effect. It's like leaving a car in the sun with the windows rolled up. The heat has nowhere to go. With this intense greenhouse effect, temperatures would skyrocket. We're not talking about a few degrees here and there. The surface temperature on Venus reaches a staggering 867 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to melt lead. Earth would experience a similar scenario, a runaway global warming event that would make our current concern for climate change seem like a minor inconvenience. Now let's talk about weather patterns. Earth's climate system is a delicate balance, influenced by everything from ocean currents to wind patterns. But with a Venus-like atmosphere, this balance would be thrown out of whack. The increase in heat would stir up the atmosphere, potentially causing violent storms and extreme weather events. Imagine hurricanes more powerful than anything we've ever seen, tornadoes that could rip through the toughest structures, and heat waves that could turn forests into tinderboxes. Rain, if it could survive the intense heat, would be acid rain due to the high concentration of sulfuric acid in Venus's atmosphere. And the oceans? They'd be the first to go. As the temperatures rise, the water would evaporate, leaving behind a barren, arid landscape. The lush, green Earth as we know it would be replaced by a dry, desolate planet, much like Venus. But that's not all. The increased carbon dioxide levels would lead to a significant decrease in oxygen levels. The result? A planet inhospitable not just for humans, but for most life forms. To sum it up, if Earth had an atmosphere like Venus, our planet's climate would undergo a drastic transformation. The Earth's climate would be unrecognizable and incredibly hostile. So, to recap what we've learned today, imagine an Earth with an atmosphere akin to Venus's. This isn't a pleasant daydream though, it's more of a dystopian nightmare. Earth would transform into a world of extreme temperatures, a veritable pressure cooker with a surface pressure over 90 times greater than what we currently experience. A Venus-like atmosphere would also spell doom for life as we know it. The dense, carbon dioxide-rich air would suffocate most life, and the sulfuric acid clouds would poison whatever managed to survive. Let's not forget the climate. The greenhouse effect would be in overdrive, leading to a runaway heating scenario that would render oceans to steam and land to parched desert. In short, we wouldn't just see a change in weather patterns. It would be an environmental apocalypse. In essence, if Earth's atmosphere was like Venus's, our beautiful blue planet would become a hellish, lifeless world.